Tonight on SmackDown Live AfterBuzz, the tag tournament advances, Miz speaks out, and Apollo Crews can SPELL. More on that. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
And you all came live on AfterBuzzTV.com to watch SmackDown Live AfterBuzz. You're watching on YouTube. You're listening on iTunes and SoundCloud. You're giving them 5 stars. You're liking. You're subscribing. You're telling your friends on how awesome we are. See what I did there? See the play on words? I'm hilarious. Welcome, everybody. I'm Christian Rosenberg. The Twitter, @RealRosenberg. Instagram, The Real Rosenberg. T-shirts, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. I got 2 lovely ladies in the studio with me this week. That's right. I'm not talking about Scott Narver. He's off this week. First off, our resident lovely lady at Chris Reports, it is Christy Olson.
Hey, hey.
Hello,
and
hello.
I see you all there in the chat. We got you rolling.
Oh, the chat is rolling. Live chat is rolling indeed. Make sure you join in to that or tell your friends to join in on that as well. And hanging out with us, we haven't had her on in a minute.
Hello.
But you might have seen her. She's been on SmackDown here. She'll hang out on Raw or Lucha Underground. At Rachel Same Vans.
Rachel Sam Vans, Rachel Sam Evans. That's me on all the platforms.
I was gonna then say your name, but all right,
God.
you introduce yourself. It's all right. It's great to see you again.
I want you to introduce me. Say my name. I want to hear it.
Okay. Per her request, it's Rachel Evans.
Oh, it sounds so pretty coming from you.
Aw, thanks.
I'm so glad to
you
be here. I
too.
haven't been here in so long.
I know we've missed you.
I've missed you guys.
I mean, you've been like, trying to hang out on some other shows.
Yeah, what's up with that?
And I mean, don't forget where your butter was bred.
Listen,
all right?
I'm
Or
young.
bread was buttered, I guess is the right way.
know
I
what you
messed
meant.
that whole thing up.
I'm young and I just need to sow my oats right now. But like I'm home. You
feel home?
I'm home.
Oh, good.
Finally.
Good.
Don't worry, we'll take you back.
Thank God. Honestly. Oy.
And of course, engineering us on the ones and twos, it is Mr. Jimbo at the Jimbo Slice.
Hi, y'all. How's it going?
Hey.
It's going swell. So let's break down SmackDown, and we kick off SmackDown on how we ended talking about last week's SmackDown AfterBuzz, and that is the fact that Miz went nuts.
Yeah.
Nutsy faking.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Miz went off, and we were all just like, well, what's going on? What's going on? Was this planned? What's yeah, your someone's phone is being really, really loud.
I just want to hear it again.
You just want to hear us echo.
I can't help it.
But so Miz, they replay the entire Talking Smack segment. I think kind of to lure more people to watch it. But
For
you
those
should.
who don't have the network.
Right, but
Yeah.
it's a good show to be on. And then they cut to Shane McMahon and Dan O'Brien watching it, and Shane tells Daniel, hey, I agree with what you said, but you got to stay out of the talent's face. You can't get in their space like that. And Daniel's like, maybe I won't be so honest next time, but isn't it ironic coming from the same guy who has beef with Brock Lesnar? And everyone's just like, oh, snap. And then we cut to the beginning of SmackDown.
That was a really good iteration of it. Oh, snap. Oh, no.
That's what everyone in the arena said, all in unison.
Yeah.
Wow, did you coordinate that?
It wasn't. I didn't do it. I was out here watching it with you
I
guys.
thought you were the director of SmackDown.
No, I'm the director of operations because Kane stepped down.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, I forget.
That's all right. There are different types of
Did you
directors.
also squash the pantsless guy tonight, or was it?
We'll get into that.
Okay.
I feel like I need some vitamin D.
Sorry. Sorry.
But so before SmackDown, like all the pyro and everything, Miz just starts storming to the ring. His music's not even playing. He's just heading down there, and then eventually, like, the music starts playing, and he just goes in the ring, and he just continues doing what he started doing on Talking Smack, just going off, talking about how it took 148 days to get all of your attention for a prestigious title that was once prestigious and now considered a joke. Who do they call on for everything? Who do they call to do the media appearances? Who do they call to be in movies? Who do they call to do anything from main event WrestleMania to dress up as a chicken? We never did talk about that summer.
So good.
No, and even on the
Was it,
pay-per-view
though?
show,
Yes.
the guys were like, we're not talking about that.
Yes, it was. Are you about to question the fact that that was one of the best moments of SummerSlam and it should have been in the act? What are you talking about? That was incredible. I enjoyed that match tenfold over the Dolph Dean match.
I'll give you that.
I'll agree with that part.
Okay.
I'll agree with that.
And what didn't you like? Did you not like Dolph's amazing vest or hair or mustache? Did you not like the chicken suit? Do you not like happiness and joy?
No, I am a fan of both of those.
Okay.
First off, I thought it went way too long. Second of all, I was curious what that crowd where they filmed that segment was thinking.
I would have liked to know that as well.
Oh, they're probably just going, oh, golf claps all around. Beautiful piece of cinema.
Yes.
I love it.
Oscars, are you watching?
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Ziggler, Miz now gets interrupted by him. We were trying to think who was going to be the one, because obviously it can't be Dan O'Brien to wrestle him, because Dan O'Brien can't wrestle anymore. So who was going to be the guy to feud with him?
Somewhere.
Yeah, it's gone. You know, a few dirt sheets might have posted that one.
Pick that one up.
No dirt sheets.
No, but Ziggler comes out and he's saying, you know, like there's a reason why the fans won't get behind you, and that is the fact that we are all here trying to bust our ass, do everything we can to be the absolute best and to be the champion, and you just want to be famous.
Cut deep.
Yeah, and he was like, prove that you're not a coward right now. I don't need a title match. We don't even need a referee. Let's just fight right now. Prove to me that you're not a coward. And Ziggler started, you know, taking his clothes off to your guys' enjoyment.
Yeah, we didn't hate that.
That was cool. That was a neat moment for all of us.
He made
What,
up
for
on
all of
top
us?
for
All
the
of us?
jeggings on the bottom.
Don't even play like
All right.
when you saw his little undies, you weren't like, well, maybe that's interesting for me too.
No, I'm good.
That
I'm
is
good.
exactly what Christian Rosenberg said.
That was
Yeah,
word for
we'll
word. That's
testify.
what I said out there.
I
Yes.
know. I would never lie to you guys.
No. Why would we lie?
Yeah.
So Ziggler is egging Miz on, and Miz starts walking away. Ziggler then calls him a coward, and Miz like tried to start heading the ring, but Maurice pretty much held him back and pretty much guided him. No, don't, not now. And Miz eventually finally walked away. But
Wife of the year.
Seriously, sensible woman, I get it, but not great for his career.
I don't know. I really enjoyed this promo. First off, Miz, I've liked the Miz for a very, very long time, but you know, last week in Talking Smack and this, I'm like, oh, this is a new Miz,
Yeah.
a more emotional Miz.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. And then Ziggler, you know, like his feud with Ambrose, it was cool seeing him in that kind of spotlight. But his promos started kind of running all together. And this was a little different. And this was, you know, hey, this isn't necessarily about me. This is what's going on with you. When he was talking about someone else, then I kind of felt more captivated because, like, oh, he kind of brings up a point. You know, that is kind of Miz's character. He wants to be the, you know, the quote-unquote softer
Right.
wrestler because he's trying to maintain this famous image to do all these other things. And yes, Miz and Ziggler have feuded many, 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 many times, as has Ziggler and Ambrose, and we got that. But I think this could work with this added variety. And then you throw Dan O'Brien in on the mix because you know there's going to be the times where, well, Dan O'Brien, you're not supposed to get in Talon's face. Well, you know he's going to get in the Miz's face. It's going to happen. So I'm intrigued by this.
Yeah.
That didn't sound convincing, Rachel. Please explain.
No. I know. Hey, come on. Yeah. I'm intrigued by this. I don't know how. I think Dolph has kind of taken this role. I love Dolph, by the way. But I think he's kind of taken on this role as like a I'm the authentic wrestler here, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do to get respected. And that's fine, and that's great, and it does kind of push Miz's storyline forward of like, he's just the famous guy. But I find what's happening between him and Bryan so much more interesting. And we didn't see that much Daniel Bryan tonight. And I would have liked to see a lot more. I feel like that would have propelled the emotion more than Dolph, as much as I loved it, taking off his skivvies and, you know.
I almost feel like this would be the type of thing that Daniel Bryan was just like, no, I don't want to be featured as much, because he's the type of guy where the focus should be on the actual wrestling and the wrestlers, not just these guys talking. Because that's always been his philosophy. So he's obviously still going to be on the shows, but he's not going to be as involved as a Stephanie McMahon would be, or things like that.
Sure.
And he shouldn't be. And I figure, you know, like 1, max 2, like quick segments with him each show, I think is perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. You still advance the story with that. You also advance the Brock Lesnar story. And he literally was on TV for 30 seconds. So it worked.
I just like him a lot.
Well, he's okay.
I mean,
Can he be on the whole show?
call me crazy.
Every minute.
But he's not, I guess he's not the best talker, really.
No.
That's
He wasn't known for his
controversial.
talking.
Yeah. And he can't fight, right? He still can't fight?
No, he's been forced to, by WWE doctors will not clear him.
No, they're going to continue to tease a return to the ring because they know that's what everyone wants. And apparently there is a glimmer, tiny glimmer of hope of that happening. But really, they're just playing off our emotions. And we're just falling right into it.
I am so easily worked. Like, I am so gullible. I'll eat it all up. If somebody even implies something, I'm like, yeah, I believe that. I'll put all my faith in it. I should have been a disciple.
I'd follow you, girl.
Thank you so much.
Well, you brought up believe that, and perhaps I wasn't thinking we'd do it this early in the show, but since you mentioned it,
Oh my God.
maybe Jimbo will get the little graphic ready, and we're gonna get our fire jackets on.
Yes.
And we're gonna get ready for this week's Believe That. There's a drought in California with all this explosions.
The whole studio might start on fire.
No, it explodes every week. Everyone, they just built this studio back up after last week, and now it's torn down again. I hope you're happy, Christy.
Sorry, AfterBuzz. Actually, I am.
Okay.
That's right.
All right, so
Destructor.
what's your Believe That this week?
Well, guys, this one is Hollywood-style juicy.
Ooh.
And actually, I read this in a real-life tabloid, not even a dirt sheet, last week, and just crossed my fingers and prayed.
In real life?
Like in a real-life tabloid, like in an actual magazine.
They still make those?
Like a Hollywood tabloid. Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, they're for grocery stores.
And old people.
Yeah.
And dentist offices.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was just hoping that this would not go wide. A couple dirt sheets picked it up, but I didn't want it to be spoiled because I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of this. I'm sure you know the details of The Rock and Vin Diesel's little feud that they had on the set of Fast 8.
Sure.
Yes. One of the Rock came out and kind of said somebody on the set isn't being professional. We found out he was talking about Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel kind of hit back with his own version. Apparently the crew is behind The Rock. We don't really know what went down, but we know that there is legitimate heat between these two guys from the set of the movie. However, Life and Style is reporting
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Life and
that
Style.
the whole thing is a work, and it will actually lead to a match, a WWE match between The Rock and Hollywood actor Vin Diesel to promote the premiere of Fast 8 when that happens.
I love it. Stop it, Jimbo.
Jimbo read my
one person
mind.
doesn't believe that.
Jimbo read my mind. Rachel, you go ahead and praise it before I just destroy this thing.
What, two beautiful bald men? I love it.
Thank
I'm
you.
a big fan of this. I will believe if you say anything to me with enough conviction, I'll believe you. So I believe it wholeheartedly. I'll put money down. And even if it's just whatever, I love this. I love Vin Diesel. He's a sweetheart. Vin Diesel is a sweetheart. Okay.
Ooh, Team Vin over here.
No, but I love The Rock, obviously. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He doesn't have eyebrows anymore, but we'll forgive it. But I love them both. And this is okay. When you were starting to tell the story about how they had heat between them, I didn't believe that. Hashtag believe that. Because they're both so incredibly nice. Mm-hmm. And now that I know that it's going to lead to 100% true, 100%. Rosie, you hear that? 100% true. Going to lead to a match.
100.
I'm all for it. And I don't have any winner. I would rather throw my TV out the window than see one person win that match.
Okay.
Is that extreme?
We are building it up well already.
So,
pay me.
So Life and Style magazine, that's where this is from?
Yes.
I feel like that makes dirt sheets sound like encyclopedias.
It's a dirt sheet in its own right.
For this to actually take place, first off, isn't Vin Diesel like around 50 years old?
Who isn't?
No, he's not nearly that
Someone,
old.
chat roll, tell me how old Vin Diesel is. He's a lot older than he looks.
Okay.
Yeah, they're having fun with this one.
But hold on. But along with that, Vin Diesel's never wrestled. The Rock...
Neither had Stephen Amell.
Yeah, look how bad that match was. But The Rock just beat Eric Rowan in 6 seconds last year at WrestleMania. Are we supposed to believe that he would have a 15-minute match with Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
No, and no.
The rest of the cast could come out.
It's
Someone
for
could
a
save
movie.
Do you
him.
realize how much the WWE Universe will hate Vin Diesel coming out for an actual match?
49.
49. Thank you very much.
49.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Bob Backlund is like 175, and he could still kick ass.
He
So
could definitely still kick
Bob,
ass.
Bob Backlund would mop the floor with Vin Diesel. Oh yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
He's saying
no,
it.
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not just saying it. I'm exclaiming it. There is no way that this could ever possibly happen. Besides, they're probably going to have the Shaq Big Show match, which makes a lot more sense because they've actually built that up, teased it for the last
that's definitely
8
happening.
years.
It's the biggest show.
There it is.
Thank you. Thank you.
No way in hell Vin Diesel ever goes in the ring, let alone against The Rock.
All right, a strong does not believe that.
And
from one Christian Rosenberg.
If it is a work of any kind, it's to tease at some point, maybe at the end of the Fast 8 movie, that there's dissension in the movie and then the divide sides into Fast 9. So they would use it for another movie. Never happen in the ring. No. Jimbo, what did I just say? That's right. No.
Jimbo Slice.
I think if it happens, it'd be like when Mickey Rourke just showed up at WrestleMania, and then after the match, he got in the ring and punched Jericho in the face. It wouldn't be like, no, Vin Diesel's gonna have a full match against The Rock. And honestly, why would you waste Rock wrestling at WrestleMania against someone like Vin Diesel?
No, not at WrestleMania.
Oh, not
Where?
at WrestleMania.
Just for
in
the
general.
premiere when the movie comes out.
Oh.
Maybe at a network special, he might show up and throw coffee.
Like a
in
house
face.
show? A house show in Des Moines, they'll do this or something? Shout out to Des Moines. I don't know why I just randomly mentioned Des Moines.
Much love, Des Moines.
Yes. Well, let me tell you something that I am behind. Because I'm certainly not behind that. But I am behind fantasy football. And NFL season is just over a week away. I'm super excited because now I can go back on DraftKings. I had so much fun playing DraftKings last year for daily fantasy football. I won a little bit of money. I was proud of that. Gonna do it again, and you can win up to... There's prizes of $5 million in prizes for week 1. You can renew all rivalries. You can challenge friends and family in private leagues, or you can join an existing league, go head-to-head with friends. And if you go to DraftKings.com right now, choose your players, use code BUZZ, promo code BUZZ, and you play for free with your first deposit. Ooh. So this week 1, where you can play for free for your share of $5 million with the promo code BUZZ. DraftKings.com. Eligibility restrictions may apply. See the website for details, but do that. DraftKings.com, promo code BUZZ. Win for your share of $5 million. I'm gonna.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's happening. I
take
cannot wait
$5
for football. And I cannot wait to advance in these tag team tournament. Like the Hype Bros just did tonight against the Vaudevillains.
Ooh.
The biggest comment that I heard from the two of you in this match was a lot of man booty.
So much booty in that match. Lot of booty. basically a
weren't
pirate ship.
complaining.
Yeah. Gotch has got to get that butt under control.
Under control?
It is, every time I've seen him, it is just, it's like Brazil. It's like, it's the summertime. I'm on the beach.
He's like Miss Bum Bum or
He
whatever
is
contest they
Miss
have.
So is he like
Bum.
competing with Naomi or something right now? What are you trying to get at here?
Oh yeah, he needs to light it
yeah.
up and dance around.
Yeah. If he just embraced it, and nobody ever makes any mention of it, which seems weird because it is like right there. But
Yeah, they don't shy away from it with the camera angles.
no, they don't. Sure don't. Sure don't. How did you like it?
The booty or the match?
Whatever.
Oh, they were having a match?
They did have a match. It wasn't very long.
Where are we?
We're at the Hype Bros hitting the Hype Writer to get the win over the Vaudevillains. Remember when they had a feud with New Day and were like one of the top tag teams? Remember that? Remember those days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did you? Or we got to hop back in that time machine to find out.
Yeah. Good callback.
Whatever
Thank
makes
you.
Kofi Jamaican again.
Oh.
Well,
Kofi.
Hype Bros get the win, and then they're doing an interview in the ring with Charlie. And the one highlight out of this was Mojo Rawley yelled, "Choo choo, Playboy."
What does it mean?
I don't know what it means. I'm just saying that's what he said.
Maybe Freight Train is his favorite wrestler, and he just wanted to give him a shout out.
There you go.
Oh,
Or maybe he was calling for the Ho Train.
I feel
was
like
calling for the Ho Train.
I feel like one of Freight Train's opponents came out towards the end of the show, which we'll get to. I thought that guy came straight out of $5 Wrestling.
No.
We'll get to him in a little bit.
I like the Milkman.
Hey, you knew who I was talking about.
Of course I did.
Oh.
He's on my mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
AJ Styles is walking backstage, bragging that he's still the face that runs the place. He walks by Apollo Crews, who is just randomly standing in the hallway by himself for no reason.
He seems like the kind
stretching.
of guy who would have a lot of friends. So that's odd.
Does he? Mm-hmm. He seems like the kind of guy who would like catch somebody cheating at Monopoly and be like, "I saw you cheating." Nope, just me. Okay.
Yeah, no, you might have a point there.
I think I do.
take it back.
I think I have a point.
Well,
I'm proud of me.
Well, Apollo Crews is really good at Scrabble because he's a very good speller.
Such a good segue, dude.
He spelled his last name correctly. Mm-hmm. He did not spell it Creed. It was Crews. And AJ, I don't remember what he spelled, but he spelled something too. And AJ just kind of walked away, ignoring Apollo Crews, and Crews just kind of stood there, stared, and kept working out his one arm. He was just working out one arm.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know what he did before that.
Yeah.
We must envision that this is everything. That was all his warm up. All he did was warm up that one arm. That's all we saw. Therefore, that's all we believe.
I want that to be his new thing.
Just one arm.
Just one arm.
Just one arm
Just
curls.
always curling.
He does need a thing.
So AJ Styles then comes out to the ring.
He does.
Again, continuing to brag that he's the face that runs the place, talking about what he's going to do to Ambrose at Backlash. Out comes Apollo Crews, and the crowd was just like, why? We love, honestly, and I feel bad saying this, because Apollo Crews is so insanely talented, and I'm a huge fan of his, and he is such a nice person. But if you're interrupting the number one contender, and the crowd is just like, all right, we know what's about to happen.
No pop. Nothing.
Then that's a problem.
Right.
Cruz comes out, he says, hey, Dan O'Brien said we're going to have a match right now. And the crowd's like, all right, well, this would be pretty good because Apollo Crews is really good, AJ Styles is really good. We already know AJ's going to win, but we'll watch the match. And that's exactly what happened. Good match, phenomenal forearm, AJ won. That's literally all the notes I have. It was good. It wasn't anything like match of the year quality. It was a good match. Nothing to complain about.
Sure.
It wasn't super long, but AJ won, which we'd expect. So that was that.
Good.
Well, Rachel, I got something that's gonna wake you up and get you excited.
What?
Because we're taking a trip to Heath Slater country.
Oh. Testify.
To be good.
I love Heath Slater. I love what they're doing. Finally doing something with him. I'm obsessed with this segment. It was too long.
Yeah.
It was very long, yes.
It was a little on the longer side, but it was hilarious.
It was so funny.
I mean, we saw his I don't know if it's a bungalow or whatever type
was
of
a
house.
trailer.
It was
Yeah.
a trailer? Okay.
A bungalow. You're so bougie.
Aren't I?
Oh, was it a bungalow?
Aren't I? We met his wife, Beulah. We learned that Rhyno likes to spy on neighbors, not speak, and eat lots of saltines with cheese whiz.
Not surprising.
No.
I did expect all of that out of him.
Yeah.
And Beulah gave him some horse d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres, yeah. What's wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying that was part of what happened.
Yeah.
And Renee, she's trying to ask the hard-hitting questions. And, asking, like, how did it feel when you weren't drafted? And he's like, that was an oversight. And I think Beulah burped right in front of Renee and kind of grossed her out.
Yeah.
And eventually, Heath said that the kids were out back picking up cans and bottles. And Renee wanted to get the hell out of there. And apparently, like, all of a sudden you heard, like, I don't know if it was a car run or a motorcycle. And Heath and Beulah ran to the back for somebody.
Rocco.
Was it Rocco? But who's Rocco?
Their son.
One of their sons was named Rocco?
I'm implying a lot here.
Okay.
I think
I'm
so.
like- I'm like-
just assume
I'm like,
that
did
the
I
kid
miss something?
crashed
Maybe
and
I
they
missed
didn't,
something.
right?
I think that it's a son. I think that it's one of his kids crashing a car.
Okay.
Rocco, like the LOD puppet, Rocco?
No, like Rocco's
No.
Modern Life.
Ah,
Rocco's Modern
he's a
Life.
wallaby.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the wallaby, he crashed the truck.
Yeah.
I think it was probably an ATV or a three-wheeler.
Yeah.
Something a little more country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Heath and Beulah run to the back, and then that leaves Renee sitting there with Rhyno. And Rhyno
And
kind of
cheese whiz.
Rhyno gave her the eyes, like the like, I'm running for mayor type of eyes.
The let's go to the bedroom and eat cheese whiz together eyes.
Was that a joke, Jimbo?
Well,
You don't have like a
Hey, I'll
hey-o,
take that. I'll take them wherever I can get them. I'm not a comedian.
Chrissy doesn't do a lot of jokes. We'll give it to
Yeah.
her.
Hey,
What?
I think she's very funny.
Well, thank you, Rachel.
You're so welcome, Christy.
Aw,
It's
see?
me and Christy's show now.
girl power.
Later, hater.
I'm gonna then.
That was good. Thank you.
I feel all alone. I feel like I was undrafted.
Oh, and I'm being corrected right now. And you're hearing. We love you, and you're great.
Oh, what are you being corrected on?
His name is Roscoe.
Oh, not
Not
Rocco.
Rocco.
They
I am
say.
Roscoe.
I am Heath. I am so sorry.
Yeah, you cannot. If his name is, if we think it's kids, could be a neighbor,
Could be a neighbor. Could be a
could
dog.
be the milkman. We don't know.
I hope the dog's okay.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone else think that this was a little, not final deletion-y, but you know how the final deletion was like so raw and freaking weird and awkward and like unpolished, and WWE does everything too polished?
Yeah.
I think this was kind of another attempt at being a little bit cooler, being a little bit less like forced.
I totally see that. I can totally see that.
Yeah.
For a guy who doesn't have a contract, Heath Slater's getting a lot of airtime.
True that.
They've been checking Twitter.
Yeah.
WWE's been checking the Twitters.
Well, he was a social outcast.
now he's a socialite.
Yeah.
New shirts.
Or social incast? No?
Yeah, no, I like that
Okay.
too.
That could work.
I like it.
We'd know who you're talking about.
All right, cool. Bray Wyatt with the Sermon of the Serpent. He eradicates the infected and tells Randy to run.
Be still my heart.
But if he's okay, never mind. I'm not even going to try to make sense of it.
Try
never mind.
Try to
No,
make
it's
sense of
too
it.
late at
Try to
night.
make sense of it.
Help
I was
me.
gonna say, but if he eradicates what does he eradicate again? The sickness, the disease. What's the fancy words that he said?
Yeah, what are the fancy words?
I didn't write them all down.
Oh well,
You don't
whatever.
have a transcription?
If he's eradicating
No, I know.
the disease
I didn't
or
transcribe.
whatever.
I used to literally write down Bray's promos word for word because I was so mesmerized about him. And then I got so many complaints, not just from like listeners, but like co-host producers, like, dude, you don't have to read the entire promo over and over and over. I'm like, but I'm so into them, but so I just kind of like put little bits here and there now.
But I do.
Well,
You don't get it.
Well, if I knew that ahead of time, I would have done it. But
was
he's
incredible.
He's interrupted by Randy Orton, and Jimbo, get ready for suspense music, because for the second consecutive week, Randy Orton wore a sleeveless shirt and pants. I can't believe they let that happen 2 weeks in a row. I mean, I'm appalled.
Conflicting temperatures.
I mean, I get the tap out push, but it's hard to recognize him.
He looks so different with pants.
He really does.
I know. I do miss him without pants, but I kind of like this look because it makes me feel like I can finally picture him like just sitting on the couch. I come home from a long day of work and like he's sitting on the couch and he's just eating a bowl of popcorn and he's like, "What do you want to watch?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Well, there's this new show on ID about like female murderers. We can watch that." And I'm like, "Oh, you know me so well." What?
Yes, we were right there with you, girl.
Thank you.
Orton mentions Bray has his attention. And, you know, you're talking about the scars that are like on my head. The scars you need to deal with are the internal scars. And I guess Bray challenged him and Randy accepted it. And then Orton charged the ring and Bray disappeared. And that was that.
Scars remind us that the past is real.
That was deep.
That was like a Papa Roach song or something.
Yeah, whatever happened to them?
Well, I don't know.
You mean former Monday Night Raw theme song artist Papa Roach?
Yes.
Yes.
That was the highlight of their career.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Understandable.
I mean, hey, if I wrote the song that was the theme song to Raw or SmackDown, I'd be good.
Oh, hell yeah.
For life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice accolade.
Royalties.
I loved that promo. Was it a promo? Can you even call it a promo?
No,
yeah,
it was definitely a promo.
Okay. It didn't feel like one. Felt like a moment.
It was good. It definitely enhanced their story. Bray is great as always. I thought Randy did very good for this promo as well. And I mean, I'm interested to see how this match works with them. I'm interested to see if this is just going to be a one-off. Is it just going to be a start of a series of matches for them? Will Rowan get involved? Will Luke Harper come back? Who knows? But I'm interested.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not? Of course. They're great. They're both great. They both have great tattoos. They're both great in the ring. Yes. They're both super agile. I want to see it all right now.
Right now?
Yep.
Right now, but they disappeared.
Yep. I want to see it.
We can't do anything if they disappeared.
Somebody pull up a 2K17 and make it happen.
Well, that game's not even out yet.
Well, I bet somebody has it.
That's true.
Somebody's
got it.
That's intriguing.
Who's got the game?
People, invite us over. We'll bring the booze.
Yeah, you could just record that match
Christy
for me.
will bring booze from her personal collection. She's got enough to go around.
And I promise I'll be quiet. That's all I can give you.
Women's tag team match, Natalya and Alexa versus Naomi and Becky with Nikki on commentary.
Yeah.
And Naomi a little more dancing.
It gets better every time.
It does. It really does. And I liked her ring gear a lot more this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that as like a guy type thing. I'm like, no, it's much better ring gear. It's not the giant pink disco ball that she was wearing.
Yeah, the onesie was cool, but I was sort of afraid too that she would have to have it all the time, and it just wasn't. She's got so many more assets to show off than to be covered from neck to wrist to ankle.
It was a little busy.
It
was a lot to look at. But I love what she came out with today. Tonight? Mm-hmm. Tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know how time works.
It's all right.
No.
You're still learning it.
Yeah, that's
cool.
true.
It's live now, Rachel.
Yep.
What? I don't know if you've heard.
It was a good back and forth match with the women, building up their 6-pack challenge. Towards the end of the match, Carmella comes from behind and attacks Nikki again, which I'm liking. Yeah. I'm enjoying this side story amidst everything else. And that distracted Becky Lynch, and Alexa rolled her up, handful of tights, and Alexa gets the win for her team to build a little bit more momentum for her.
I feel that.
Yeah, so many good things happening with the ladies these days.
Yeah.
It's like Nikki comes back and everything's great again. If I say Nikki made SmackDown great again, will that really tick people off?
No, I like Nikki. I do like her. It makes sense for her to be on SmackDown. I'm not saying her return made everything great now. Now when she's back, Before she was there, SmackDown was but now she's there. Everything's fantastic.
Randy Orton, kick rocks. Nikki Bella's back.
Yes. And she doesn't have pants on.
Nope, never.
That's okay.
Yes.
Okay with.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely dig that part of her.
We got some more Kurt Hawkins facts.
Yeah, more good ones.
More good ones.
Wait, you just glazed over Carmella. And
Well, I
how
said
great-
she attacked her.
Yeah, but
And how much I liked that.
Okay,
I
good.
did. I didn't I talk about that?
I'm
Didn't
sorry.
I bring it up?
I need like
I mean,
I need 15 more seconds of Carmella.
Go ahead. 15 more seconds. Go.
Carmella is a beast.
Yes.
She is fantastic.
Yes.
She is great on the mic. She is a great worker. She's going to do good things.
this is the perfect angle for her.
That
God
was
bless.
less than 15 seconds.
Well, I didn't need it,
All right.
but thank you for giving it to me.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Now it's been about 15.
Okay.
So Kurt Hawkins can win Connect 4 in 3 moves. That was the main fact tonight.
Impressive.
Heath Slater and Rhyno versus the returning Headbangers. Christy was looking at me like, yeah.
Well, because no, I've been seeing this build up on Twitter because these guys announced last week that they were going to be here.
Yep.
Not super familiar with them.
They should have been a
However,
little
I
more
liked
surprised.
their
They shouldn't have
showing
shown.
tonight.
They shouldn't have shown their team name on the brackets. Should have been more of a surprise to me, because they haven't been on WWE in 16 years. Former tag team champions. They were around during the Attitude Era. They looked in great shape. I mean, they looked pretty much like they
Were
looked
they tag
16.
champs?
They at one point were tag team champs.
I thought they never won the belt.
They won. They didn't have them for long, but they did win them at some point. And what shocked me, they did a video package reminding people who the Headbangers were.
Yeah.
So they took the time to make a video package for them, and then they come out to some generic music that's not theirs and no Tron video.
Wait, what year were they tag team champs?
Somewhere in the late 90s,
Okay.
like 98 or 99. Chat roll, tell me when the Headbangers won the tag titles.
That was the time when they were using some actual popular music for people's themes, though,
Yeah.
too, right? So maybe it's just something that they
No,
couldn't
but
license.
their
No, it
music
was-
was just like
it was-
guitar riffs.
It was,
wasn't like
yeah, it was just
Not-
generic
not
it
stuff.
wasn't
something
like
that
the
they wouldn't be able
Undertaker
to
coming out to
license.
Limp Bizkit that
Yeah.
now we have to edit it out.
And
of
you could
every
use
video.
and you could have used a Tron video that they used when they were there. They won the tag titles according to AJ0314 in the chat at In Your House Ground Zero in 1997.
Wow.
I was a mean 5 years old.
Really?
Yeah, I'm super young.
I was saying, I'm that much older than you.
No. I'm like stupid young. It's obnoxious. I know.
You were born in the 90s.
I know. I hate Me Too. I get it. I get it.
You millennial.
Your Power Rangers was like Dino Thunder.
Oh,
Wow.
My first concert was the Spice Girls.
okay, that kind of rocks.
Yeah, it was dope. It was
So,
really good.
the biggest highlight of this match was Heath's Kids signs. Like, there were 100 people in the crowd that were holding signs that said Heath's Kids.
So good.
Instead of the Cesaro section, we had Heath's Kids in the audience.
Clever, that WWE universe.
Headbangers delivered a stage dive, which I missed. That was, I think, one of the most underrated tag team finishing moves. And Rhyno somehow got cut. Like, all of a sudden, Mosh hit him, just one hit, and Rhino's face is gushing.
Yeah.
Eventually, Rhyno broke the pin, dragged Slater to tag him in. Gore, Rhyno, and Heath Slater advance. And then we are introduced to the newest superstar.
He
Gary,
is in my book.
the Milkman Millman.
Yes, Gary.
This guy should feud with Freight Train on $5 Wrestling.
Choo choo.
You.
When he can't find the sound effect, he just does it himself. I love it.
So sweet.
The Milkman was granted a license to compete tonight, but nobody wants to step in the ring with him.
Nobody wants to step in the ring with him.
And he wants to compete, even though he's standing in the ring in a suit.
Right. Even though he didn't bother to get dressed to compete, he does want to compete.
he just wanted to
So
look nice.
He's a milkman
get it.
in a suit.
he was a milkman in a suit, and getting ready to compete, he then proceeds to strip down to his tighty whities. And then Kane's music hits. Because he's on SmackDown. We completely forgot he was even on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, did Braun Strowman moved to SmackDown?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Is
who is this
squash?
for?
Who's
What is
gonna
going on
squash
here?
him right now. I do like that they're letting the squash matchers.
Matchers?
Yep, that's a
Sure,
thing now.
why not?
I like
Give their own promos instead of being interviewed. I like that.
I applaud the guy for stripping down to his tighty whities and cutting the promo on live TV with no one not knowing who the hell he is.
Well, yeah, and we know that a lot of the times these people don't even know that they're going to be on WWE SmackDown until day of, maybe a few hours
crazy.
beforehand. I mean, when you think about the crazy dream come true that this is for these people, I can never get over that in these squash matches. I'm like busy thinking about like, oh, this is so cool for them.
Yeah, we were
How cool
talking
for
about
them.
that. Like this Gary the Milkman gets to get chokeslammed by Kane. Like that's dope. That's super cool.
Kane came out, chokeslammed him. No match or anything. But I liked as Kane was walking in the ring, the Milkman was trying to get dressed again.
Oh,
I like that.
and I love that he was just so confident to be like, these are my underwears. And I feel happy and proud to be in front of all of you people with this body and these
No
socks.
shame in my milk game.
No, he should have missed opportunity.
No shame in his milk game.
I hope that like every mother says that when they have their firstborn. That's disgusting. I'm sorry. Oh, whoa.
There's your one disgusting thing, Rachel.
Thank you. I will quit it. But I do think there was a missed opportunity for him to come out with milk.
If he called himself the Milkman, why the hell is there no milk in sight?
No, I don't know.
Now he's missing on milk cartons.
I know.
Kurt Angle made that mistake with the milk truck,
Yes, he did.
and he said his shoes smelled like sour milk, and he had to fly on the airplane.
Ugh.
And like everyone
Oh,
was
God.
just like staring like, what the hell is that? And he just like took them off and snuck them underneath the seat in front of him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. I
'Cause
like the thought that
all
Kurt
the-
Angle got embarrassed.
All the the spray from the hose in the milk truck was like water with like powder to make it look like milk, but like the 2 cartons of milk that he like stone cold drank like beers was real milk, and he said it just stunk.
Oh,
Disgusting.
God.
Milk is so gross.
Milk is gross. I like that his gimmick is the milkman because, like, how is that intimidating? It's like the friendliest job a person could have. It's not even a job anymore. It's so friendly. The world is more dangerous than that job is.
Maybe
Jeez.
that's his gimmick. Is like he's out of work. He's an out of work milkman that's just looking for.
And just
another
going for job interviews in the
Yeah,
suit.
He just happened to show up to WWE.
I would watch that. And like next week he'll be a referee. Next week he'll be the timekeeper.
Love it.
doing concessions.
Yes.
Love it.
Let's
I'm-
make this guy's dream come true.
Milkman,
You're hired.
we're gonna get you hired before Heath Slater.
I was just thinking that. Milkman gets
It's
signed
happening.
before Heath.
And then Heath should just go off like, Milkman got a contract and I didn't.
You guys, I think that's really what's going to happen.
That would be so amazing. Main event: Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose. AJ's on commentary. Corbin and Kane walked by each other as Kane walked up after destroying the Milkman, teasing, okay, that's going to happen soon.
Okay.
Corbin and Ambrose,
Did a
I was
thing.
surprised that they would throw Corbin in this match. Not because I don't think he can hang with Ambrose, because I do think wrestling-wise he can. But it's one of those where like, all right, well, this guy's supposed to be a monster, and like, you're not going to have him pin the champion. So what's happening here? But they did let him. Corbin did win because he won by disqualification.
Yeah.
Because AJ tried to kick Ambrose and accidentally kicked Corbin. So therefore Corbin gets to win. And then Ambrose hit a dirty deeds on Corbin. And then AJ and Ambrose brawl a little bit. And Ambrose makes AJ start singing soprano on the top rope. And AJ, the most agile wrestler in the WWE, arguably, cannot get off the top rope for about 5 minutes.
He hurt his winky.
Yeah, I've heard that doesn't feel good.
I heard that hurts.
No, it is quite painful. There's no doubt about that. But, like, your initial reaction would then be, okay, well, this is hurting where I am, so I'm going to kind of tilt over to the side and fall over. Therefore, I don't have my private area being destroyed by a rope.
I like a good Charlie Chaplin moment. I like a like.
But no,
whoa.
I like obviously I like comedy. I love the Heath Slater thing. But
Hey, listen, I like comedy.
listen, I like funny stuff. But to end the main event of the show with that slapstick thing and like, we're supposed to. This is the face that runs the place, right? This is the guy #1 contender, and you can't get off the top rope.
Yeah.
It was kind of odd timing for it.
It was better, but like when he was bouncing him, then it was believable.
Yeah, and I do have to
Should
say
just
that
not have stopped the bouncing.
Yeah, I do have to say that I did not mind it. Like I thought it was the best part of that match.
All right.
And the point where Dean put his hand on AJ's thigh and he's just like, ay. Sorry about that one, sir.
He's so good.
Oh, they're both good. They're both really good, and I'll take it. I don't know what it feels like to get roped in the peen. So
thankfully, I've never taken that bump myself. Thankfully, because that would hurt.
Check us out on a Facebook Live video directly following this.
Hey!
Rosie's gonna get roped in the peen.
Oh, lovely. So we got a couple more things we need to talk about. We have some serious news and gossip, but then along with that, we do need to have anytime Rachel's here, we do a little man boat activity. But we got to do news and gossip first. But so chat roll, start getting ready. You need to come up with names that are currently on the roster, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, and Rachel will decide whether or not they are able to aboard her man boat. But until then, let's get into news and gossip. There it is. So first off, we've talked about Del Rio. Talked about him being like suspended, and we talked about how he probably wasn't going to come back. He made it clear he's not coming back.
Right.
Bleacher Report reported that his contract set to end around late September because he signed a 1-year contract. He's in the middle of his suspension right now. And he informed them he's not coming back.
And he has been removed from all live events, advertisements, and stuff like that. So this is for real.
And
my God.
they took him off the out of the tap out commercials that they run on the WWE Network. Well, it was, they took him and Reigns out of it, and they replaced both of them with Alicia Fox and Charlotte.
Oh, well, your wellness policy violators.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
So, Del Rio gone, and he was on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. So we need to replace him. Samoa Joe, please.
No.
Why?
Because he's doing such good work on NXT.
Well, he's eventually going to... He just lost the title. He's going to need to come up.
I think it might happen, Rachel. Sorry.
But what about No Way Jose?
He can hang out in NXT for a little while.
I don't know. Ever since Fandango doesn't do so much dancing, I'm dying to see more.
And then one more kind of serious, sad piece of news and gossip. WWE Hall of Famer, everyone's heard over the weekend, Mr. Fuji, passed away. He was one of my favorite managers. He was also had one of my favorite moments that I've ever seen at a live show. Because I found it really, really odd. I might have been 8 or 9 years old. I went to a show at the Springfield Civic Center, Springfield, Mass. That's where I went to all my shows growing up. And the main event that night was a handicap match. It was Demolition and Mr. Fuji versus the Legion of Doom. And the whole time I'm sitting there watching like, I want Mr. Fuji to get tagged in. I want to see LOD attack Mr. Fuji. I want to see it. There's a point where Demolition's beating up on Animal. They're in control of the match. And Mr. Fuji gets tagged in. And this is the only time in the entire match Mr. Fuji was involved in this match. They tag him in. Animal is on his knees in the ring, just like, trying to recover.
We all are at some point in the day.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna ignore that.
Never forget that line.
No,
I love
mean, I don't think Chrissy even realized what she said until just now. But Animal is on his knees trying to recover from the beating he took from Demolition, huh?
I love when you get red.
I'm red. Look at you right now.
I mean, I have a lot of blush on.
Cool as a cucumber.
Anywho, They tag in Mr. Fuji. Animal's trying to recover. Mr. Fuji is standing over Animal and pushes him. And then tags himself out. And I'm sitting there like an 8, 9-year-old kid. I'm like, that's it? Damn you, Fuji!
Aww.
I wanted to see him either like do stuff or get his ass kicked. And all he did, he literally, like Rachel, if you were Animal, he went like that. and then tagged himself out. That was all he did.
That's all he needs to do.
And I mean, that, like, I saw this like 25 years ago, and I remember
You're
it.
still so mad about it.
I'm still so mad at him for that because I wanted to see the LOD get their hands on him, and they didn't. But because he grabbed you so much. I mean, with Demolition, with Don Morocco, Fuji Vice is God, Yokozuna, all that. One of the greatest of all time. Our condolences to his family. And I feel really awkward that we're segueing from that into.
It's what he would have wanted.
He would have wanted to go to this.
Of course.
Okay, so again, chat roll. You've had a little bit of time to get us some names for Rachel to jump in her man boat. I see some of them, so I'm gonna start naming them. Keep listing them because we have 1 minute on the clock, and we're beginning now. Bobby Roode.
Of course, Glorious. Of course.
No Way Jose.
Yes. Oh,
Neville.
Yes. You know.
Austin
Not
Aries.
even with the new beard?
Not even with the new beard. Oh no, not Austin
All
Aries.
right. By the way, this is all from the chat roll. Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano.
Yes.
AJ Styles.
Yes. Of course.
Jack Swagger.
No.
Wow, no love for Swagger.
No.
Why no love
No.
for Swagger? What do you got against Swagger?
It's the hair, isn't it?
It is the hair.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who else do we got here? We got Heath Slater.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sami Zayn.
A million times yes.
Enzo Amore.
Yes.
We got about 15 seconds more. Sami Zayn's already been said, people.
Sami Zayn, yes. I'll take all the Sami Zayns.
Darren Young.
Yeah, he wouldn't have me, but I'll have him.
Hugo Knox.
No.
Bob Backlund.
Yes.
Yes, to Bob Backlund.
He's sprightly.
And it's time. Oh, time's up. All right.
Oh.
We felt. Oh, Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, that hair, though. Yeah.
So.
Ooh, I like my man boat right now.
Your man boat's filled up quite quickly.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna keep going now, but time's up.
Listen up.
We gave 60 seconds.
Listen up. You know what you're doing saying Titus to my face. You know what you're doing.
Oh.
And you know that the answer is a heck no, hunty.
Well, you can talk more about Titus on various forms of social media. We gotta wrap this show up, but
No.
and I don't want to, but we have to. But hey, Rachel.
Okay.
It was so swell seeing you here again. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you guys.
How can people talk to you some more?
You can talk to me, please do, on Twitter and Instagram at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Vans. It really depends on how your brain works. Also, check out my YouTube channel called Snarled. I do a show called Ask Us We're Drunk, where I get drunk and people ask me questions, and a show called How to Human, where I try to learn how to be a human, which, as you've seen tonight, I'm not so good at. So
Well, that's why you have a show. You're working on it.
I'm working on it
There you go.
actively.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Christy Olson.
Yes.
How can people reach out to you?
Well, I would love it if they would hit me up at Christy Reports on Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff. But even more importantly is we will be hearing my voice on X-Pac 12360, his brand new podcast that I know you guys all heard him talk about on the Steve Austin Show. The first episode is dropping in mere hours on iTunes and YouTube.
Hours away.
Yes, we have a juicy interview with Scott Hall. You can hear X-Pac's Mr. Fuji stories. It's really, really good, and I think people are gonna love it. So please check it out. Retweet, like, whatever you gotta do. X-Pac is excited about it, and he loves you guys too. So
Hell yes.
check it out.
And you
That's
can follow
so
me
cool.
on Twitter
That's so
at Rhea Rosenberg, Instagram The Rhea Rosenberg, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg, and GoFundMe.com/Taco Box Improv. Please help us raise money so we can go to this awesome festival. If everyone who listens donates $1, we'd be so above our goal, it's not even funny. So if you please go GoFundMe.com/Taco Box Improv. And Jimbo at the Jimbo Slice, make sure you tweet him as well. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. For Christy Olson and Rachel Evans, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.